I would say to the parents that our children right now, as I previously mentioned, they're facing an unprecedented amount of challenges in society. An unprecedented amount of difficulty within schools. There are kids that talk about certain concepts and topics that we were not exposed to until we were maybe in our late teens. But kids are being exposed to these topics at a very early age, even pre-puberty for a lot of people. And so, my advice to the parents is that understand this, keep an open door, leave judgment at the door, and instead try your best to befriend your children. If you want them to come to you in their moment of need, and wallahi, they will come to you, they will have moments of need. If you want them to come to you, you have to leave the judgment at the door. You don't want them to feel like they are alone in this, because if not you, then who? Who will they go to? Right? We want to be able to at least have some control over that. So it's very important that we think about this. And so I want commitment from the parents, inshallah, that, understand the world we're living in, right? Be there for your parents, be actively engaged with your children, and, establish a methodology for tarbiyah, for training within your household. Your kids will not listen to the words you say, they will watch the actions, what you do. So for example, one of my teachers once said, don't be a Sufi with your children. He was a controversial guy, but he said, don't be a Sufi with your children, be a faqih with your children. The point of the message he was saying is, don't be so spiritual or guide your children spiritually. Just tell them to do the basic stuff. Just tell them to do the basic stuff. But then he said, with yourself, don't be a faqih with yourself. Be a Sufi yourself. So tell your children to do one thing, but when they watch you doing nawafil and extra ibadat and salat al-tahajjud and everything else, they're going to be like, why is Baba praying more, but he's only telling me to do 4? Then they will be inquisitive and they'll start asking questions. Why? That's the best way to teach your kids, through your manners. I remember one thing about my grandfather. Every morning after Fajr, he would recite Quran for 2 hours, and every night after Salatul Isha, he would recite Quran for another 2 hours. Every single day without fail, and I lived with him for 10 years. Every single day. And Quran was constantly being recited in the household. Right? Let the nasheeds and the songs and the whatever go. Just recite Quran, play it in the car. You'll notice your children it'll have a positive impact on your children. And I'll end with this, with the kids that are in the crowd. Isa, you listen to me now, okay? With the kids that are in the crowd, you have to be respectful to your parents, okay? You're going to be around your parents a lot. We all get on each other's nerves in the household, right? Especially when, a boy starts to become a man in a home, he starts to feel like he wants to have some control over things. I want to be able to lock my door. I want to wake up at this time. I want to do this at this time. I want to go eat out with my friends, and I want to go do this and that and whatever it is. And all these things are fine. All these things are fine. But remember, a lot of our parents, they came to this country with barely a few dollars in their pockets. You might think they don't understand you, but they came to a new society, brand spanking new, completely fresh, with no clue of what to expect in the next few decades. And look at them now. They've established, a household. They've had children. They're bringing you to the masjid. They want a better life for you. That's what they've done for you, right? So always keep that in perspective. I felt the same way, right? As a young guy, my dad was telling me to do all these things. He was very hard on me. But, subhanAllah, if he wasn't bringing me to the masjid every day, if he wasn't bringing me to Jum'ah, if he didn't enroll me in an Islamic school, if he didn't impress upon me the importance of understanding and reading the Quran, I have no clue where I'd be right now today. And so they're doing it for your sake. And so be open to that. Be open to feedback. It's okay to have someone be critical of your behavior. That's fine. That's how we become better. So make a commitment today, inshallah, that you will be respectful to your parents. Many of the people here in this room right now, they would give 10 years of their life just to give their parents a kiss on the cheek right now. And, look, there's people nodding right now because that's exactly how they feel. They would give their lives for their parents. It's only until we get older and our the chemicals in our brain start to balance out that we start to feel this way. But really, take it upon yourself to make this commitment to be respectful to your parents, inshallah, in every moment. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.